Hey guys, what is going on? Make sure my volume is up. So, I figured I am coming off that little lunchtime lull that you get after you have a little bit of food. Got my tea right now. And I figured I would chat about the number one thing that's most likely keeping you from accomplishing your fitness goals. So, really what happens when people are looking to achieve any goal, they want to find the quickest route to success. And when we look for the quickest route to success, which, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's natural in nature to want to accomplish goals fairly quickly. But when we endlessly look for that perfect solution or the one thing that's going to make results stick, then we become extremely reliant directly on that system. So what I mean by this is we buy 100% into a program and we think this is going to be the one thing that's going to cure all of our problems, right? This is going to help you set those nutrition habits. This is going to help you dominate your training, set a new PR in a squat, new PR in a deadlift, or whatever else you're trying to accomplish. And when we go all in towards this one thing, what tends to happen is we lose our exuberance for that goal if we're not seeing those results right away. And generally what happens is because we're solely relying directly on one method rather than the principles that are going to help you drive success in terms of, improving in the gym or changing your body, we tend to look directly at, like I said, look directly at these methods rather than the principles themselves that drive progress. What ends up happening from here? Well, we decide that after 3 weeks, because we haven't hit a brand new PR, or you haven't seen the scale drop 6 pounds overnight, or your strength is plateaued on a squat, that all of a sudden you got to change something. And that's not the case. The biggest mistake that, whether it's guys who are looking to bulk up, whether it's an athlete who's looking to get stronger, or whether it's somebody who's, sick and tired of losing those same 5 to 10 pounds that tend to always stick around their lower back and hanging over their waistline and around their belly button, is people program hop nonstop. It's all of a sudden, if this doesn't work, let's go somewhere else. Let's completely throw the baby out with the bathwater. And as tempting as that is, and as often as that is driven directly by your desire to get better, the most important thing you can do is really stay consistent. If you're constantly changing the stimulus that your body is getting from training or getting from a diet or or the amount of sleep that you're getting, these things are never going to have time to accumulate and really produce the desired effect for your body that's going to help you transform, whether that means adding 5 or 10 pounds of muscle, whether that means losing 20 pounds of fat, or whether that means hitting a new PR in a deadlift or a squat. You have to stay consistent. You have to continue to stay the course with the programs that you're running. What I see a lot of guys do is, for example, is they want to build muscle and they find a routine that, an advanced bodybuilder is doing in their favorite magazine, and it has them training 6 days per week. And let me caffeinate so I can go train. When we put all of our eggs in one basket, directly looking for the perfect solution, such as a super high frequency training program, we're not taking into effect our daily limits or the things that we're going to be able to do to be most consistent. So when it comes down to finding your goal and sticking to it and making sure you're able to accomplish the goals that you set forth, you need to be consistent and then set things that are going to be within the constraints of your life. So by that I mean, it's tempting to do the perfect workout that has, like I said, 6 workouts in a week. It's 6 days per week. You're hitting every muscle group twice. But in the context of your life, if you've only been training 3 days per week, is it going to be really practical to be able to program another 3 days outside of work, outside of your family restrictions, outside of life to make sure you're in the gym? Probably not. So pick the program, pick the diet, pick whatever you're trying to accomplish and stick to it. Think 3 to 4 days in terms of being in the gym. Make sure you set that habit and you're able to train consistently. Whether it's a dietary habit you're looking to change, whether that's getting more water, getting enough protein, whether it's reducing your fatty intake or getting more water, pick one of these things at a time and stick to it for 2 to 3 weeks. In terms of your training programs, like I said, 3 to 4 days per week, stick to that training program for 4 to 6 weeks. Don't go change everything right away. So, like I said, the biggest thing that's really holding most people back from getting the goals that they want is a lack of consistency and hopping from program to program and goal to goal. These things all take time. Habits take time to form. Your body needs a good amount of time to really truly adapt and build strength and repair itself and then super compensate from the training response that you put it underneath. And your body needs to be able to recover. These things all take time. They take more time than we're willing to wait. But if you really want to accomplish those goals, what you have to do, take your time. Be patient, stay the course, and be consistent. That's about it on this topic. I'm going to crush the rest of my caffeine, got my tea going. And speaking of workouts, I've got to finish the last workout in my current training phase, and then we are moving on to something new. So, guys, please feel free to leave your questions and comments below. Questions and comments, I really messed up that. But beyond that, we're going to keep going live on a fairly consistent basis, both here on Bach Performance, the Facebook page, and then as well on the Minimalist Muscle Facebook group page. Group Grape, I can't speak right now. So I'm going to post a link to the Minimalist Muscle Facebook group. Great spot to join over 1,300 people that are looking to get jacked, build muscle without the information overload in the industry. And I will see you there. Thanks, guys.